What's going on, guys? Wing7 here and welcome back to another Redstone tutorial, and today guys I'm gonna be showing you how to make this really cool and simple zipper elevator in Minecraft Bedrock edition. If you guys are excited for that, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. I noticed that 91% of you guys that watch my channel are actually not subscribed. So what are you doing? It's completely free, takes less than a second and helps the channel out tremendously, and you can always change your mind later. Do you guys remember the rapid fire video that I did a little while ago, where we used a couple rows of observers and dispensers to make a cool fire chain? Well, for this I thought, why not use sticky pistons instead of the dispensers, and I kinda came up with this. And here we are with the zipper elevator. This is a really old concept for the elevators that still surprisingly works for Bedrock Edition using our little trick with the observers. All we have to do is just stand over here and it's going to take us all the way up. The beauty of this elevator is in its simplicity, and of course because you can make it go as high as you actually want. Once you're at the top, you can choose how you want to go down. I'm just using a hay bale. You can use like water, honey blocks or slime blocks, but the beauty of this, as I said, is how simple it actually is. I told you it's the same concept as for the rapid fire video. Just now, instead of the dispensers, we are using sticky pistons. We just have two rows of the observers, one row going into the sticky piston, and another row pretty much going into the observers, which means when we actually power this line of the observers, they're all going to get the signal one after another, and of course these observers are going to detect that, and they're going to create a little chain of the actual sticky pistons or dispensers, whatever you are using. And because we have couple different setups over here, we can see the left side just have the stairs, and the one on the right at the bottom has the stair and the block. So we need to make sure that the right side is going to have at least one tick more of the delay for the firing of the actual sticky pistons. So you can see in the front we actually have the hay bale, and behind it we have the pressure plate, which is connected to some redstone to the redstone repeater on max tick delay, which is just going to give us enough time to actually walk inside before the elevator goes off. And as I said, the right side has to have one additional tick delay more than the left side, and the way we have done that is by having repeaters on both sides. The right side has the repeater on 2 ticks delay, meaning you only click it once, and the left side just have the repeater without of any delay. And the way we get off the elevator is by using these two sticky pistons. We just grab the redstone signal from one of the observer chains. I chose the left side, but it doesn't matter which side you choose. You just grab the redstone signal with the redstone dust and you lead it into a repeater with 2 ticks delay into those sticky pistons, which is going to ensure that when we get to this point into the elevator, they are going to fire off right in our head and just push us on the platform, which looks a little something like this. So you can see the rest for this is really simple, and I'm going to show you how to make it right now. So the blocks you're going to need for this are some block of your choice, some stairs of your choice. You're going to need sticky pistons, observers, redstone repeaters, redstone dust, and pressure plate of your choice. The reason I can't give you the exact number is because I don't know how big of an elevator you are going to make, if it's going to be 5 blocks or 500. So the basic math thing I can give you is that you're going to need 2 rows of the actual sticky pistons, and for each of these sticky pistons you're going to need 2 observers. You're going to need stairs on every single one of those sticky pistons. So you're going to need the same amount of sticky pistons and the stairs. You're going to need 2 observers per sticky piston. So for example, if you have a 10 high elevator, you're going to need 20 of the sticky pistons, 40 observers, and 20 stairs. And of course 2 additional sticky pistons at the top to get you onto the platform. I hope that clears things up. If not, let me know in the comments and I can help you there. The first thing we're going to work on is the right side, starting off with the stair and 2 blocks behind it, and this is going to be the only stair in the whole contraption that doesn't move. Now grab yourself the sticky pistons and go to the second block and start by placing them over here inwards facing towards the stair. And this is going to be the actual pillar with the sticky pistons, and of course you can go as high as you want with this. On the face of the sticky pistons you just want to put in some stairs over here. You can use any kind, but it should look like this, just the normal stairs going normal way all the way to the top. And now this is where you are going to put in your observers. So what you want to do is just go behind them and start by placing them like this. You want to have the arrow going into the actual sticky piston with the face pointing outwards. So just go ahead and go all the way, making sure that you're going to cover every single sticky piston. And of course this temporary one is not needed. And over here on this side, you just want to go all the way to the top, and you can see every time we put in the actual observer, this stair is going to move, and every time we actually send the signal through those observers, these stairs are going to move as well. And now we can work on the left side. We want to skip one block, and since this stair is the only one that doesn't move, we need to make sure that this stair on the left side on the bottom is going to move, so we're going to start off by adding the sticky pistons, going all the way up from the actual floor, meeting with the sticky pistons that we have on the top, so it should look something like this. Then one more time, grab yourself the stairs and just face them normally, covering every single sticky piston. And we're going to add the observers the same way we did for the other side, making sure that the arrow is actually going to point into the sticky pistons. Just go ahead and go all the way to the top. I'm pretty sure this would be way easier to place on like a PC, but just go ahead and then after that make sure that you have observer on every single face of the observers that are actually connected to the sticky pistons. And of course we need to dig a little hole. So go all the way down like this, and you want to add one final observer right over here, so that way they're just going to be on the same level. Destroy all the blocks over here, and it's time to put in a redstone. Again, we need to make sure that the right side or the side that has the immovable stair basically has one more tick delay than the other side. So we're going to destroy these blocks over here, making sure that we're going to have at least a 2-block deep hole. And this is where we're going to have the pressure plate right on the entrance. So we have the pressure plate, and we need to have 2 redstone dust coming from it, having the repeater on max tick delay, which is going to power this block, and we just want to put in the redstone and the repeaters right underneath the observers. So this side is going to have a repeater on 2 ticks delay, and the left side is just going to have a repeater without of any delay. After that, you can grab yourself the blocks of your choice and make sure that you're going to cover every single block over here. That way when the elevator goes, it's not going to push you off. So it should look something like this. You are just putting a 4 wide wall. After that you want to go to the top of your elevator and go 1 stair down, and this is where we're going to have a little platform for us to walk on once we get at the top of the elevator. You can make this as big as you want, but for the sake of tutorial I'm just going to make it 2 blocks wide. After that, the last thing we need to do is just put in our little sticky pistons, which are going to push us into the correct place. So we're just going to do something like this. We're going to have 2 blocks over here. Basically, when you get to this point, they're just kind of going to push your head over here, and your body is going to land on this point, and you're not going to fall all the way down. After that, go to the observers and place 1 block on top of it, and another one which is going to go next to the sticky pistons, and do the same on the other side just for symmetry. Choose one side, have the redstone dust on top of the block that the actual observer is connected to, put in your repeater on 2 ticks delay, and just add 2 more redstone dust, and you are basically done. You can just grab yourself the blocks of your choice and cover everything up over here to kinda make it look a little bit nicer. And of course you can go additional blocks so that way you don't see the redstone. You are pretty much done as far as the elevator goes. And of course, if you want, you can just go ahead and cover every single sticky piston in the front to make it look a little bit nicer. You can use any block that you want, and you can do the same thing on the top over here. Just cover every single sticky piston, that way you at least get a bit of a nicer elevator. And at the top you can do something like this to cover these stairs as well. But all that's left to do for us is to test it out. Well, we might as well test it out and see how it works. It should take us all the way up, and these sticky pistons are just going to push us over here on the platform. So that's pretty much all there is for this video. Bonus tip for anyone that has a laggy world, you can go back to these repeaters and just click them one more time, in case the speed of the sticky pistons is a bit too much for your world. But other than that, we are pretty much done with this video. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. I noticed that 91% of you guys that watch my channel are actually not subscribed. So what are you doing? It's completely free, takes less than a second and helps the channel out tremendously. We are on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so at least consider it. If you think any of your friends would enjoy this type of content, make sure to share with them, but as always, I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.